Welcome in, everybody, to another episode of Nintendo Rewind. I'm Cody Christian, and I'm joined by my beloved, that's the word I chose tonight, beloved co-host, Chris Becker. Hello, my beloved. We're rewinding and recapping last week for Nintendo, talking about all of the news. I mean, look, last week we did a triple threat of news that hit Nintendo's platforms, and this week we have like 7 different things that we have to talk about, that we can't not talk about, that is hitting. And for some reason, Anime Chris did not trigger. Why did it not trigger? Test trigger. Oh, there we go. It went. But this week we are covering a whole bunch of news that's going on. And if you're watching on YouTube, please be sure to click that like button and say hey. And if you're here on Twitch, know you're our favorite. But before we dive in, Christopher, my beloved, how's it going, my dude? The long pause tells me that it's not going good.
It's going well. Let me tell you something. Okay. Hold on. You're not going to be able to hear this, but I'm just gonna sing the beginning. Okay. 7 a.m. the usual morning lineup. Start on the chores and sweep till the floor is all clean. Okay. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, except none of our stuff is triggering for some reason over here on the thing, and
Well,
everybody's
that's
trying to
just-
redeem things.
Oh gosh.
Why is it doing that? Why is it not doing the stuff for the people? I might have to refund a whole bunch of channel points. No, nobody use your channel points. You stop it right now. I've got to go turn those off and then figure out why that's not triggering.
Why is it not triggering?
I don't know, but I'm turning it all off. So if somebody,
We're gonna have to cancel the show for the night.
No,
It's
no, no,
fine.
No, I'm just turning all of this stuff off. I'm disabling all the rewards so that way it works later. If you want Chris's appearance to change, gift a sub. But that being said, 7 a.m. the Saturday morning lineup. How was the Saturday morning 7 a.m. lineup? How was it?
It was good. I watched it. I watched it, and because I normally have therapy on Tuesdays, right? But this week it was this week it's Wednesday, so I will have it tomorrow. Which is odd. I don't know why it got delayed because of the snow. And then it's a virtual appointment. And then let me ask you this.
Ask away.
Okay? Because I had what did I have?
You were being so quiet right now. Oh
yeah.
man, they want Power Ranger
okay,
villain.
that's what it was. Missed that one. Which one?
Rita Repulsa. Oh man, I can at least trigger it. Oh man.
Yeah, what was the best thing you ate this week?
The best thing I ate this week.
And stop staring. My eyes are up here.
I
Quit looking
can't
down
help
there.
it. I really can't help it. No, I would say the best thing I ate this week was, well, we've done a whole lot of like just kind of fending for ourselves the past few days because we're trying to like save the groceries as much as we could. But I will tell you, this last week I soft boiled some eggs. I soaked them in some soy sauce and some garlic powder and some crushed red pepper flakes, and I was prepping them to be like some spicier like ramen eggs mostly, so that way I could have some eggs with my ramen rather than just kind of like poaching the eggs in the ramen water as the ramen is cooking, because I got a problem. But I had those with my Bulldog spicy ramen, and then the snow came, and I had prepped. Courtney soft boiled them for me because I was working on doing a whole bunch of furniture stuff for the kids, still trying to get their rooms like situated. We're finally moved, thank goodness that's all over. But we ended up doing nothing after the snow came, so I ran out of ramen and was unable to go get any more because we live on a hillside that turned into pretty much an ice skating rink all the way down. So we haven't left the house in the past few days. So it's been all right. It's been all right. But the best thing I ate were those soft boiled eggs. I think those were phenomenal.
The soft boiled eggs?
Mm-hmm.
Are you a fan of eggs?
I do like an egg.
Yeah. Remember we made those eggs that one time?
Me and you?
Well, you made them and I made them.
Yeah, the egg sandwiches. And then you tried to say that yours was better.
Well, it was. I wasn't trying to say it.
That's a matter of opinion. I'm going to be honest. That's a matter of opinion.
Say it again. Listen, here's the thing. I don't know why I feel so weird. Probably because I feel like I feel like a changed man, and I'll tell you why.
Why?
I For a long time, whenever we talk, I would go and I would say, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Don't even think about it. We wouldn't get, when it comes to, I like Cooper Sharp cheese, and I put it on my bread, and I make my grilled cheese that way, right?
Yeah.
Well, a friend of mine, okay,
Uh-huh.
they, I don't want to say it, but I'm going to say they guilted me into going to the grocery store in the blizzard, in this blizzard.
Sierra Please is saying me if anyone's wondering. She's saying in the live
now
chat.
All of a sudden she's very concerned because so I barely made it back alive, but I went to the store and I got Kraft singles.
Mm-hmm.
And I made grilled cheese with Kraft singles while my friend was napping. My unnamed friend.
Your unnamed chatting friend.
Listen, is it dramatic? No. Is it true? Are those the course of events? Were they under a heated blanket while I was out living life, trying to fight for my life?
Yes. Living life.
How was grocery it? Aisle Tell me, at the
what
time?
did you think of it with American cheese on there instead of just like instead of Cooper Sharp? Which, by the way, people in South Carolina nuts for Cooper Sharp apparently.
South Carolina.
Yeah.
What does that have to do with me?
I'm reading
South
chat.
Carolina
I'm reading live chat here. I think that's where Susie went to. She fled the great state of her last state to South Carolina.
Oh yeah. So I was at the grocery store. I took a picture of the Kraft singles to send it to her, and then I forgot to send it while I was in the store. I didn't just forget. I didn't send it, right? And when I send it, right while she was a little bit sleepy, she was about to take a nap.
Yeah,
maybe cranky. I don't know. She'd have to tell us in the chat, but she was borderline asleep. I sent her a photo of the Kraft singles and she said, "Oh, did you get them?" I said, "No, that's the picture I took days ago and I did not get them." And so that could have been why she said, sorry, I was laughing. She said, "I'm never cranky." So that could be why that could be why she was like, "Oh, you got to go get them." So I went and I got the Kraft singles and I made the cheese. And before I get into how it tasted, let me tell you, it makes a good, not safe for work, cheese pool. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Hold on. So let me get this straight. My sister tells you to go get American Kraft American cheese slices. You go get them.
Kraft singles, yes.
You do the pull and you're happy with the pull. But this entire time I've been absolutely lambasted by chat and by you over American singles. I didn't even know she was on my side. Sierra, where have you been this whole time whenever I'm getting absolutely annihilated for my love of American Kraft singles?
Well, you usually get lambasted about the American Kraft singles later on. I think I could put my hair in a mullet. I think I could do it. Anyway, so
you're not out here defending me or putting yourself on there. She says she's always been here, fighting for the craft.
Lambasted. Yeah.
We won't read that the other way. We're a safe for work channel, right?
Are we?
I don't know. Some days we are.
Yes, Sierra's always been here.
So before I thank the people, what did you think of the flavor of the Kraft American single grilled cheese?
I Okay, I liked the craft singles. I don't know why.
Yes.
I don't know why I delayed or was and make up a story. Hold on, Sierra, please. First of all, the fact that she would even say that I would do that. And then yeah, it was good. I still have more craft singles. I'm probably gonna make another grilled cheese with, what do you call the last piece in the the bread?
The heels of the bread. HEELS. The hill. The heel.
So you call it the heel. It's not just the I almost cursed, the end piece. I've been cursing a lot more. I don't think I actually have been cursing a lot more. I'm just cursing right now.
Thank you.
But
I'm getting told it is the heel by another Southern person, aka Zachary out here in the live chat too. But by Nettist and by Susie, they're both calling it the butt of the bread. It's bread butt.
Well,
What do you
it's
call
it? I just called the end piece.
That's all you've ever called it?
Yeah, the end piece.
That's so many more words than the heel. I also like the butt. I think the butt is funny. I think I'm going to adopt that from now on and call it the butt of the bread, but it is the heel.
How is that silly that if I call it the end piece?
Who doesn't like the butt? I'm not saying that heel isn't technically correct, but you have to call it what you feel in your soul. So I guess the end piece of the bread, really, is that what you've been calling it your entire 56 years of being alive?
My entire 85 years here on Earth, I've called it the end piece.
All 92 years of the end piece, man. That's nuts.
I mean, I don't know what else you would call it. Where is that piece on the bread?
It's at both ends.
It's on both ends. Yeah, it's the end piece.
Well, it could be the beginning piece.
What is this, Jesus? Listen, let me tell you something.
Yes, it's on both ends, but every end has to have a beginning for you to have an end. So therefore, it's the alpha piece and the omega piece. See?
Can we workshop? Can we workshop a? You know how what's her name did that? Did the Dr. Pepper song?
Dr. Pepper, baby.
Yeah. Well, all right. Now hear me out. Let's do. I don't know what kind of bread do you like?
Wheat, whole wheat.
You might as well eat paper. Listen, let me tell you something.
Baguettes, baby, they're good and nice. Do.
Yeah. What? Well, okay. What if
a croissant?
There's a number of a croissant.
I like a croissant.
There's another number of people that enjoy bread. There's probably
there
a good,
really are. Majority of the world has enjoyed bread.
Well, there's like a Venn diagram of people that enjoy bread and have heard of Jesus, correct?
I would say arguably more people have heard of bread than Jesus, but also most people have heard of Jesus have also heard of bread.
Yeah. Good point. Well, so what if we have an ad that is just Jesus take the heel?
No. Listen, you got to get that crossover with Carrie Underwood there. I don't think she'll sign over for that.
I don't know. What is WH1?
I don't. She had a hard time typing her thought. You broke her, is what it was. Which, thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate everyone for being here tonight and listening to whatever this is.
Wait, what is Jesus broke the bread? What does that mean?
Jesus broke the bread. This is my body. Take and eat of it. And this is my blood. Drink of it. He was early days vampire. It's fine.
He wanted you to eat him?
It was metaphorical. That's Chris's religious corner. It was
well, I
metaphorical.
didn't know. Maybe you were saying eat my ass. Okay,
Thank
let's
you.
just thank everybody.
Thank you, Key Adding, Demonic Man, Calamity, Nolan, and Sierra Christian for supporting the show. If you would like to support us as well, you can do so by going to NintendoRewind.com, signing up for memberships, buying some merch, or maybe even just doing a one-time donation to keep our lights on right around here. There's even a tier if you do sign up for the memberships. That's only $1 a month, and we also get... you get a shout out right here on the show live, where we thank the people. So, before we go into the main topic though, we're bringing back the Nintendo Tower of Power, in this week's episode of Nintendo Rewind. And I've got my category that I'm thinking of. If you were here last week, you try to guess some characters. You get 4 characters on your list, and at that point you get to make a guess on what your category is. The first person to guess that category wins that round. Nothing. You get nothing except the pride that you have won. So Chris, have you thought about your category for this week?
Yes. First, I'd like to say sorry about the whole...
About what?
About my whole idea. About the whole thing with Jesus.
Nettis, do we need to turn this into a Bible study? Oh man, but hit me with it. What is I'm gonna go first this week. You went first last week, so I'm gonna go first this week. Can I get a Mario? Can I get a Mario on your Nintendo Tower of Power?
On my Nintendo Power?
Mm-hmm. Can I have a Mario?
Yes.
All right, so I can get a Mario. All right, hit me with your first one here.
What about Little Mac?
I think so. Let me double check. I think so. Yes, you may have a Little Mac. 100% you may have a Little Mac.
Okay. Can I have...
Hang on, it's my turn.
Can I have a guess from you, please?
Yes, you may have a guess from me. And my guess is going to be... We're gonna swing for the fences here and name a really obscure character. Can I have Link from Legend of Zelda?
No. No.
Okay. I was making sure it wasn't gonna be like which Link from Legend of Zelda. All right. Your turn, my good sir.
Wait, no. Yes, you can have Link. I'm sorry.
Oh, I can have Link.
Yes, I was wrong. You can have Link.
Okay. Hit me with your guess.
Captain Falcon.
No, you may not have Captain Falcon.
Well, why the heck not?
Well, if I told you that, you'd know why. You can't have Captain Falcon. I can't give that away. I'm giving away how the sausage is made. Can I have insert whatever name for protagonist you'd like, whether it be Ash, Red, Pokemon Trainer. Can I have Pokemon Trainer?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I'm just double checking.
Okay. No, I understand that. I had to do a little double checking on your Little Mac too. I can't have Captain Falcon. I don't want it, says Susie in the live chat.
No, you can't.
Okay, so I cannot have Pokemon Trainer.
I can have Lil Mac. Can I have King Hippo?
You cannot have King Hippo.
Huh.
Can I have a Metroid? Not Samus, but specifically a Metroid.
No.
Okay. Okay.
What about Incineroar?
You cannot have Incineroar.
Well, golly. Okay.
Yeah, good golly. Can I have I don't know if I need to name these characters individually. They kind of come as a package most of the time. Can I have Nana and Popo from Ice Climbers?
No. No, you can't.
Okay, cannot have Nana and Popo?
You cannot. No.
Okay.
Can I have... Jeez Louise. What about Ganondorf?
You cannot have Ganondorf.
Well,
Nope, no siree, cannot, not allowed. Not allowed.
Just don't give me anyone then, I guess.
Listen, you've given me two. That's all I've been able to get. Can I have Wrinkly Kong? I saw Donkey Kong in there, and I'm like, you know what? Let's name Wrinkly Kong.
Who's Wrinkly Kong?
Donkey Kong's grandma, married to Cranky Kong, but dies. She comes back as a ghost in Donkey Kong 64.
No.
I cannot. Okay.
No, you can't. Can I have Bowser?
You can. What Bowser?
What do you mean? Bowser from Mario 64.
No.
What do you mean, what
have
Bowser?
Bowser from Mario 64.
Okay.
Can I have? Hang on one second. I'm trying to make this a little bit easier for the people to know what has been guessed here. Because the people want to know. Little Mac, there we go. Can I have? Let me see here. So I've got Mario, I've got Link. You've got Little Mac. Can I have? Man, this is really difficult. Can I have? Can I have Wario?
Yeah. You can have Wario.
Is it gonna help me any if I take Wario?
Well, you already took him.
I know, but is it gonna help me any?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
So who do you have? You got Mario. Just don't even think about Link right now.
Don't even think about him.
Yeah. Can I have Luigi?
Which Luigi?
From Luigi's Mansion.
No, you may not have Luigi from Luigi's Mansion.
Okay. You got one more.
I know, and I don't feel like I have any clue what your category actually is. Can Can I have... Oh my gosh.
You want an ice cream sandwich?
Yeah, I do want an ice cream sandwich, actually. Can I get... Samus?
No.
Okay. Wouldn't help me anyway. I don't know what I'm looking at here, but you know, hey, I'll take it.
Can I get Princess Peach?
I'm sorry I keep doing this, but which Princess Peach? I'm sorry.
From Super Mario Brothers 2?
No, you cannot have Princess Peach from Super Mario Brothers 2. All right, I think I'm gonna knock it out of the park on this one. Can I have... Pac-Man?
Yeah, actually, you can have Pac-Man.
This is bad because I I don't know what I'm looking at. All right. Yeah. You've got to guess, and then I've got to try to guess my category.
Okay. How about Elephant Mario?
You cannot have Elephant Mario. I'm going to give you 2 characters before I make my first guess.
Yeah.
2 characters that I'm going to give you. Okay. One of those is going to be Animal Crossing Villager.
Yeah. From which Animal Crossing?
Any and all. The villager character, your pro tag. The next one that I'm gonna give you, let me put it on here. The next character I'm gonna give you is going to be Ness from Earthbound. Okay, my guess is going to be characters who have appeared in Mario Kart?
Nope.
Okay.
Wrong. I'm going to guess characters that...
You can guess your category now if you feel like you know it, or you can ask for another character.
No, characters that... interact with humans that interact with animals? No. Yeah, that's my guess.
No, not humans that interact with animals.
Well,
all right. Give me 1 hint character, and I'm going to give you another hint character, okay? Your next hint character that I'm going to give you is going to be Bowser Jr.
Okay. I'm going to give you Waluigi.
Okay. Are these characters with yellow on them?
Absolutely not. No.
No! I was like, hold on. So you got my hopes up. Oh my gosh. All right, hit me. I've given you Bowser Jr. What's your next guess for category?
Characters that are really short.
You're kind of on the right track, but no. It's not characters that are really short. Give me another bonus character, and I'm gonna give you one as well. This is so bad. How are we missing this so poorly?
Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong. The character I'm going to give you is going to be the Pokemon trainer.
Pokemon trainer?
Yep. Okay. So, if it's not characters that have appeared in Mario Kart. Man. Surely you didn't go as broad as characters who are in Smash Bros. I'm not making that my guess. Let me be clear. Don't answer that. Because you had to look up Link. So.
It's pretty broad, but.
Is it that broad?
No. Well, no. It's probably broader. Yeah.
It's broader than appeared in Smash?
Yeah, I would think so. Yeah.
Christopher.
Well, you said change it up. Here, give me this one. No,
of course she did. Of course she did. I'm frick. I don't even know what to guess. I'm just gonna say all male characters.
Nope.
Okay.
Characters that have worn hoodies.
Has Ness worn a hoodie?
Yeah, he's got the green hoodie.
Ness? Ness wears a striped shirt. I don't think Ness has a hoodie. Bowser Jr. Maybe has worn a hoodie. Actually, I don't recall though. No. All right. Give me a bonus character here. One final one, and then we're gonna reveal our categories.
Okay, Princess Peach.
Okay. Your next and final one is going to be let me see here. I gotta double check on the category that I'm trying to give you here, and make sure that I know this. Let's go. Okay, fine. Let's go with Baby Luigi is the character I'm going to give you.
Characters with green in them?
It is not characters with green in them.
Well, then I'm out of ideas. What is it?
Your category is characters who are children. Is what your category was. It was what you were guessing for.
What?
Characters who are children.
Little Mac's 17.
Yeah, that's still a child. They're not an adult. You're not an adult till you're 18.
No.
Yes, that's accurate. Little Mac is a 17-year-old child.
That's not a child. A child he's a young adult at that point.
If you cannot buy cigarettes or look at prawn, you're a child. What is my category? Because I clearly didn't know what I was guessing for.
Characters that have played golf in video games.
God. I might have guessed that category, but I don't know if I would have ever gotten close to that. Holy crap. I think Little Mac was the red herring. Everyone in chat is revolting on me. They're like, you can join the army at 17 with permission, but you have to ask for permission. If you're having to ask for permission, hey, mom and dad, can I go join the army? You're a child.
Yeah.
You're a child.
Right.
They'll send you. They'll use your body. You're still a child because you have to ask an adult's permission. So,
yeah. Well,
that's where I'm at with it.
was there was like a golf mini game in Breath of the Wild, and then Pac-Man was in the latest Hot Shots Golf.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I forgot that he was DLC in Hot Shots Golf. I like all the other Mario characters. That didn't help me at all. Like, it was all characters that for sure had done golf, but also had been in everything else Mario had done. I was this close to asking, but when I asked about kart specifically, I was this close to asking about sports title. Are these all characters that have been in a sports title? And then I chose not to because I was like, he probably would have like said like, he would have given me something. If I said kart.
More broad than it was more broad than Smash Brothers. I mean, it was pretty broad.
Listen, we got a lot to talk about and we got a lot to get through tonight. It's a big news night. We'll catch you here in just a moment. We have so much dang news to cover on tonight's episode of Nintendo Rewind, and it seems like we might have missed a direct in some ways. And in effect, we kind of did. Sorry, we meant to go live on Sunday for the Super Mario Galaxy trailer direct, but that's okay. We're here. We're talking about it now with you guys, along with all the other news that you should care about. So without kind of any more beating around the bush, Super Mario Galaxy movie trailer came out on Sunday. It was a part of a Nintendo Direct that they did featuring Shigeru Miyamoto and Chris Meledandri from over at Illumination. And yeah, thank you, Chris. But showed off the entire new trailer and what's going on in that movie, and it looked absolutely beautiful. Chris, did you get the chance to watch this? How are you feeling about it? There are a couple of details in here too that I did want to chat about as well. But
I did. I watched the trailer. I liked it. I like what they did. I liked a lot of the nods that they had. There was like a couple of characters that you wouldn't think of that they had. I'm glad to see Birdo. Shout out to Birdo. And what's his name? What's the guy's name? The mouse with the sunglasses?
Mouser was in here.
Mouser was in there, yeah. Yeah. And Yoshi. I'm happy with how Yoshi looks. What about you? What do you think?
That was the big reveal, was the big Yoshi reveal that they wanted to show off. And he's freaking adorable. He sounds cool. Like, they did a really good job with his voice. They didn't reveal the voice actor, which I feel like if it were a big name actor, they probably would have just said, but part of me wonders if maybe they just went the route of having the video game voice actor actually do it, like they did with Tails in Sonic the Hedgehog movie.
Oh, yeah.
Which is a possibility. He definitely sounds different than Yoshi traditionally does, though. But he was so cute. Here he is on screen again, getting ready to eat Toad's apple. One of the notes that I do have here on this is that they actually bumped up the date by 2 days to April 1st instead of April 3rd for the Super Mario Galaxy movie coming out. And I think a lot of that's to kind of capitalize on the longer, like, Easter weekend kind of situation that's going on with it. But yeah, I mean, the movie looks really good. It looks adorable. They've done such a good job with like the animation. And you were here when the first Super Mario Galaxy movie was getting ready to roll out. I was a big naysayer. I was like, Chris Pratt, I don't want him. Why didn't they just get Charles Martinet? Why, blah, blah, blah. This is throwing tons of shade. And then I watched it and I actually really loved it. And so my hopes are high for this one. Does this trailer feel like it's actually adapting Galaxy, or is it more of a Mario's Greatest Hits kind of compilation? Because it feels to me like it's more Odyssey than Galaxy from what they've shown.
Right. Well, I feel like maybe they're just showing us this stuff. Like, for all we know, the Odyssey stuff could happen in the first 10, 20 minutes of the movie, and then the rest is out in the galaxy.
That is fair. The very first movie was extremely fast-paced. I mean, they took you through a lot of areas. I mean, you had a Luigi's Mansion scene, you had a Bowser's Castle scene, you had the Iceland, you had Brooklyn, you had the main Mario Kingdom, you had like this like compilation of everything that went on in the middle while they're trying to journey to the Kong's place. Then you had Donkey Kong Land, essentially. So like, there was a ton of stuff that happened in that first movie. I think you're right that like the pacing with animation especially can be extremely fast paced, but like part of me wonders whether or not like it is going to definitely show a lot more of the Galaxy stuff. Some of the key art and stuff that they've shown off has been very cool, where they showed the planet and behind like Mario riding Yoshi. I thought that looked awesome, but beyond that, like so far just feels like a mishmash of just like a ton of callbacks to other Mario games, which I think is good. Like, I don't really need like a direct one-to-one adaptation of Super Mario Galaxy and Super Mario Galaxy 2 being brought to the big screen. I kind of just want them to pull from that history and just kind of lean into that.
Yeah. I do feel it'll be kind of like, like the Marvel movies, how they're like, they adapt a story.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, we're adapting this comic. But then they also add a bunch of other little Easter eggs and things. They might be like, oh, but I like this thing that came from this other, this other comic. Right. And we're going to add that in. And then, so they might be doing that here. Yeah. I mean, just like the first movie, they added Donkey Kong. They had the what's it called in there, right?
The what's it called?
Mario Kart.
Yeah, they had the Mario Kart scene with the Rainbow
all that
Road
stuff. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I feel like maybe that could just be a nod to Odyssey in case they don't get to it.
Right. I do like how they made the Tostarena look in this movie and kind of given them like, I kept seeing so many people saying like, who let the Mario brothers are a farm as hard as this? It was pretty hilarious. What they had the sand ponchos on and the goggles, and it's like Mad Max kind of vibes. So I'm pretty stoked for it. Live chat out there. We got Mnemonic Man saying April 1st, April Fool's, you get the Bob Hoskins Mario Bros movie. I wouldn't be upset about that. throw in a nod to Bob. Do you want this movie to lean harder into spectacle like the first movie did, or do you think that like at this point we're at a point where we could have some more emotional weight? Maybe a deeper storyline, because like first movie really was not that deep. Granted, it was made for kids, and that's where we're at. I still enjoyed it because I'm a kid at heart, but like at the same time, like it wasn't like heavy emotional stakes, and we're not going in there and getting Shawshank Redemption or anything like that.
Yeah. I don't think we're gonna get Cappy.
No. I
don't think we're gonna get Cappy. But then we also saw the super scope.
Yeah, we did. We saw the super scope. We saw some baby Mario and baby Luigi. You brought that up to me the other day and was like, what is this? And I'm like, I didn't see that. And then I was like, wait a second. I did see that. It just didn't register in my brain. Why is baby Mario and baby Luigi there with Yoshi and Toad? And that is like same timeline Toad. He's wearing the same bandana he has on a little bit later on in the film, or like depending on timeline for where the film is. But I can't imagine he would have been wearing that bandana that whole dang time, from the time they were children to the time they were adults.
Yeah.
So I like ultimately though, like my real question is less about like, the nods to the other stuff and more along the lines of, do we think we'll get like something like Toy Story 3 where there is like some serious emotional heft and a lot of mature themes that are thrown into this, very enjoyable kids movie? Or is it just going to kind of be that light, superficial, we have the Mario brothers and they're doing Mario things, and that's just kind of the whole film aspect of it for you? What do you think we'll get, and what would you rather have?
I don't know what we'll end up getting, but I would, I just hope, because, I feel like Rosalina is going to be in it quite a bit, right? I feel like maybe that it could just be a thing where we end up getting something that will be like hopefully there is like some more emotional bits to it, star bits. But I also, but I also feel like there's going to be just as much spectacle, especially with what's it called? When they go into the, like, if they're like flying from planet to planet, like they do in Galaxy,
right?
Do you think Mario and Luigi are going to get split up again like they did in the first one?
No, I think we've already tread that path. It would be instantly heartbreaking for me to go to a Mario Bros movie and not have the Mario Bros on the second one. Like, it's fine in the first one. The whole story is about, brotherhood and like how important that relationship is, and that's what the main grift is. It gets a little lost in the details because of all the like nods to the popular culture of Mario there were. But I don't think they're gonna split them. But you did bring up a good point that I think could be really cool, is if they do dive into, maybe in this storyline, talk about the sense of motherhood, because like Rosalina's whole storybook is just about her becoming a mom to the Lumas after she lost her mom. Spoiler alert. So it might be a little late to say that, my bad. But ultimately, I think there's a good chance that they could do something like that. So it would be really, yeah, right, from 18 years ago, says Keyword Savior in the live chat. So but that's what I think I would rather have. I'm not like mega worried whether or not they end up doing something along those lines, but it would be nice if they did something a little more mature, and also not split the Mario Bros up.
Oh, yeah. I don't want them to split up. And let me ask you this. So we don't even have the movie for a few months. What do you think is going to be the like post-credit scene stinger?
I'll tell you what I hope for, less so what I think is going to happen. What I hope for is we get Wario. Get Wario and Waluigi just tromping around in New York. I think that'd be cool if they take him out of the Mushroom Kingdom and put him in New York, and they're trying to take the place of the Mario Bros. It'd be hilarious. I mean, we have a couple of different things that they could pull from that I think would be really cool, though, like Wario, Waluigi. I think it'd be cool to maybe get Wart in there. He's had one appearance so far. We can bring him back.
We were just talking about how he hasn't been. It's his turn. Another character got their return. It's time for him to get his turn.
Yep. Wart would be really cool. If they had Donkey Kong actually become like the main villain in the third movie, would be cool. Like if they just like let him, go and steal Pauline and be the main bad guy, instead of the doofy I'm trying to impress my dad kind of situation. So I mean, there's a lot of things, but like I would like to have Wario and Waluigi kind of make a stinger appearance, and kind of set up that doppelganger. This is our stinger. And I think a lot of people would get hyped for that. I don't know what else they could do that would get people super excited for the next one if they didn't do that. What about you? Is there something on your wish list?
Yeah, I was hoping they would like maybe go to show us at a casino and like give us Waluigi there, and then Wario's in the back like working there or something. Or what if the camera pans out and there's just a hand in a glove?
They could do...
And they could...
Sorry, you continue. I don't mean to overspeak.
And it would just be Master Hand.
Just setting up the Smash Bros. Cinematic universe.
Yeah.
I think the other thing that could be cool is Cappy for movie 3. I think that would be cool. That people would recognize. That's like a sidekick character to Mario that's not Luigi or Yoshi or Toad.
We got Toad. Yeah. We got Toad, right? Frog Mario or Frog Luigi. Elephant Mario would be cool on the show in the next movie.
Yeah.
If not this one. But yeah, I wonder if he'll get the Bumblebee suit.
He kind of has to. That's iconic from Galaxy. I mean, there are like 4 suits that are really iconic that should show up. That ultimately, like, you know, you got Cloud Mario, you got Bee Suit Mario, you've got Drill Mario, and you have one other Mario. What other Mario is there? I can't remember all of a sudden. I can't remember. I just played through them. All I remember is B Mario all of a sudden. My brain stopped. But no, like I think it'd be cool. I think having Cappy be kind of the stinger there would be really, really awesome. Not exactly super expectant of that, especially but I see that a lot more than my original take of being Wario Waluigi. When you were saying being a casino, I thought you were going to say like have Luigi be working the roulette craps table, like blackjack, just like he does in Mario 64 DS when you go and do the gambling mini games. I thought what you were gonna say was have Luigi have a casino, but no, I think it'd be really, really cool. Either way, I'm looking forward to the movie. Comes out April 1st. Waiting for some more details. There's been a lot of teasers. There's a lot of tie-in products that are available right now. Toys are getting ready to come out too. There was some leaks of the Jakks Pacific toy line that's coming, so go check out that stuff. It looks really cool. I'm excited for it. We now are going to dive into topic number 2 here, and that is Super Mario Bros. Wonder Meetup at Bella Bell Park, Nintendo Switch 2 edition. Chris, do you want to tell the people a little bit about this?
Yeah, sure. So they went ahead, showed it off. It kind of came out of nowhere. Just Nintendo. I think it started as a Nintendo Today, and then they released the video.
Yep.
So they kind of just showed it off. It is, was it Rosalina that's going to be added to it? It seems like it's a heavy focus on multiplayer with the meetup at Bella Bell Park. What did I say? Bella Bell Ball.
You did Bella Bell Ball.
Yeah, there's a lot of like multiplayer aspects to it coming with this, but I mean, there's also like it seemed like there was also some single player too.
There are.
Yeah, and so you can play with your friends naturally online. You can also try and like do the challenges together, but also have you can also have like leaderboards and play with your friends online. What was it? The training courses, right? To kind of like
Toad Brigade training camp.
Get the Toad Brigade, yeah. And you got to track down all the Koopalings as well. Mm-hmm. Are you glad that the Koopalings are back? I
am, dude. I thought for the longest time that they had just gotten forgotten. Like I was like, well, the Koopa kids, they don't exist anymore. It's been Bowser Jr. and all these like random additions, and it seems like this generation of Nintendo is like really kind of harkening back. I mean, again, another slight spoiler if you don't want to hear about Donkey Kong Bonanza. It's the worst kept secret in the world right now, though. But like, they're giving all these nods to Nintendo history that everybody's kind of been clamoring for, with like King K. Rool and the Koopa kids coming back, and I have high hopes that they keep doing stuff like that. It would be cool again to see the return of Wart. I'm just gonna be honest, but they also in this showed off beyond Rosalina, beyond the Koopa kids, beyond Bella Bell Park and Toad Brigade Camp. There's been like some difficulty adjustments too, where like you've got an assist mode that you can enable for all of the characters. So like Yoshi and Nabbit aren't the only easy mode characters. You can play as like any of them. And if you fall in a hole, it's not a big deal. If you get hit by a Goomba or a Koopa Troopa, like not a big deal either. I think that's really awesome, because my youngest, who loves this game but has a really hard time with the platforming and with avoiding enemies and is still trying to learn mechanics of Mario, this is like the perfect way for him to experience it as far as that goes, because he wants to play as Mario. He wants to play as, the main characters. He doesn't want to be relegated to being a Yoshi. And I don't blame him. Like it's one of those things where you're playing a Mario game, you want to be Mario, right? Like, so
Yeah.
I think that's a good addition. And then at the very end of this trailer too, they had a tease for a little something. Chris, you wanna tease that too?
Yeah, well, I mean, they give us a little tease of a brand new power up. Is this what we're talking about here?
No, this is assist mode. I can fast forward.
No, I'm saying, is that what you were talking about?
Oh
The
yeah.
brand new-
That's exactly what I'm talking about. I'll fast forward this teaser just a little bit.
I don't know. It looks like it's a potted plant, and you get it from a bird, and then you become a flower, and then you can kind of just put floating petals, and the petal just kind of seem to float up in the air.
It's so crazy. Like, it looks awesome. Like, I am very excited for Meetup in Bellabelle Park. Like, mainly because I just want to have a reason to go back into that game. But the little teaser at the very end gives me a lot of hope that they're still doing stuff for the single player, because ultimately, like, as excited as I am for the multiplayer stuff that's getting added, I really wanted some single player stuff to get added. And like going and finding the Koopa Kids in the already pre-existing courses, that's fine. That's fun. I think it's cool because they're kind of like doing detective mystery mode where you're talking to the NPCs on the map and they're telling you like, hey, you can go to this place and somebody's done something bad here, and then tracking down information to find where the Koopa Kid is. That's awesome. That sounds like fun. But I really want like new courses added to this. And even if it's just a few. Look, I complained about Kirby Kirby and the Forgotten Lands only getting 12 courses. At this point, with Bellabelle Park being added, 12 courses plus that, plus the Koopa Kids, plus Rosalina, plus the new power-up, like, that's a pretty significant chunk. I do fully expect this to be... I mean, it's already been up for pre-order. Do we know pricing on this DLC, Chris? Have we seen, like, what the pricing is?
$19.99 for the... like the Switch 2 edition of it, or $80 for if you don't have it already.
Yeah.
And then $30 for each of the amiibo.
Yeah,
no idea what they do.
Have them on screen right now. I'm super stoked for Elephant Mario amiibo. I think you and I talked about being a little bit disappointed that he's stuck in a pipe.
Very disappointed. Yeah, I wanted him to be like shooting water out of his trunk to like water a plant or something. I did not want what we ended up getting.
Would have been really cool. It would have been really cool getting water shooting Elephant Mario, like having the clear resin plastic or whatever fly out of his nostrils. Would have been really cool. I do like that they have Prince Florian and they have the talking flower on the other two amiibos alongside of the Poplins and the Captain Toad.
Yeah.
I think that's such a cool like little addition that they've thrown in on there, but I'm still waiting on knowing what they do. I want the Elephant Mario amiibo for sure, but this generation of amiibo have been like super hard for me to justify picking up because they've all been so insanely expensive. And I used to collect all of them, like as many as I could possibly grab. I would grab them because they were $12.99. It wasn't no big deal. And then they went up to $15 and it wasn't a big deal. And then suddenly they were $20 and I was like, okay, this hurts a little bit. And now it's at 30 to 50 and I'm like, oh my gosh, my wallet. So I think I've got to skip out on a few of those, but I want Elephant Mario unless they do something really cool. Some kind of follow-up questions for you. Do you feel like Wonder is going to finally become like the definitive modern 2D Mario, or does this update actually carry any weight to topple the new series of Mario? Which, for me, I think this is way better than new Super Mario Bros. In every single facet, every single way. Mainly because new Super Mario's got a little stale. All the animations felt a little stiff still yet, even back then. Like... But do you feel like this is going to be like the definitive 2D Mario for years and years, and people are going to talk about this for years to come, or is it just kind of a flash in the pan? We're waiting on the next thing.
I liked the idea of the Wonder Seeds, and like they had the different things for each level and how they had a different one. Some of them felt like they were just trying to come up with ideas like, oh, we need something for every level. But then other ones felt really good and original and exciting to play through for the first time. I was like, oh, that's fun. But I feel like the multiplayer stuff does nothing for me, the stuff that they're adding. But Wonder itself, what I've already played, I've played all of Wonder, and I just feel like that is a lot of fun playing through that. Enjoyed that immensely, and just I don't think it's a flash in the pan. I'm curious to see if we will, when we get another 2D Mario, is it going to be Wonder 2? Are we going to get another 2D Mario anytime soon? And what about you? Where do you think this puts Mario Wonder on the scale of Mario games?
I mean, honestly, like if they keep supporting it, I think it's going to continue to like be the like standard for like new 2D Marios for sure. Like this is kind of the blueprint for what they need to do, and being creative and not getting stuck in that rut. I don't think that we'll see a Mario Wonder 2, like a traditional subtext direct sequel number 2 at the end of the title. I think we'll see something a little bit different, but we had over a decade before we got another 2D Mario. I mean, it literally had been since New Super Mario Bros. U on the Wii U that we had gotten a new 2D Mario. So at that point, I mean, if they go that long of a distance, I mean, I've got like another 5 2D Mario games in me before I'm in the ground. So I think ultimately, like this is the one. Like this is the one for like what we define as modern 2D Mario nowadays. On the amiibo topic, like at what point does amiibo actually feel additive? Like, and I'm not talking about like regular in-game features like you should have music in Metroid Prime 4 in the desert sections, but I'm talking about like they give you something that is of substance. Because up to now, like most of the amiibo, like most of my amiibo experiences, save for in Smash Bros. And Mario Kart, like they've all felt very like as a toss in. Like you get this, you can get some extra materials in Legend of Zelda. Or you get this and you can get an extra 1-up on a level once a day. Like they haven't been anything that's been like blow me away and made me be incentivized by the DLC that they offer. They've just been kind of just like, oh, these are neat looking little figurines. Like, do you think Nintendo's ever going to like give amiibo support like it's fair share, like it's fair due?
I don't know. I mean, I hope they do.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm just looking at these amiibo here.
Yeah.
And trying to think of what they're going to do. Like, I think Elephant Mario is just going to give us the Elephant Mario power up anytime we scan it. Once a level.
That'd be frustrating. I don't want that. I want it to have something else. And like,
what else would it give though?
I don't know. Activate a random wonder power in the middle of a level without having a wonder seed. I'm throwing out ideas here. Like I want them to be substantial, but I don't want them to be. I also don't want them to be required, right? Because like I said, Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, in order to have the music in the desert section of that game, you either had to 100% the game, and then at that point, how much driving through the desert are you going to be doing? Or you had to have the amiibo. And that amiibo was like $40. It was like, ugh, like I did not want that. Like it was so expensive. I don't want them to lock actual game features behind them, but I also don't want them to do nothing. You know what I mean? Like I would like for it to be additive to the overall experience. Don't just give me an elephant power up. Like that's also my least favorite power up in the game for like personal play. I prefer the bubble power up because I can get some crazy jumps and speed using that. But I really want it to be substantial. That's what I'm hoping.
I'm worried that like Toad is just going to give us
Sakura in the live chat says next Mario game, the amiibo will allow Mario to jump. Don't give him any ideas.
You can only use it once a day.
Yeah, one jump. That's all you get.
Yeah.
What were you about to say, though?
I'm worried that just Captain Toad is just going to give us either the talking flower is just going to pop down and say something to us, or he's just going to give us like a 1-up or something. I don't know.
Actually, that's fine with me. Let the talking flower jump down and say something to me. I'm super excited for that.
So you're more excited for that than
the amiibo?
Than the elephant Mario just giving you the elephant Mario.
Yes, but I love the talking flower. He's might be my favorite Mario character ever. Like, I love him. Oh man, that's so funny. Speaking of the talking flower, we did have a little bit of more stuff drop about the talking flower as well. This is a figurine that's coming out that you can own and put in your home. That'll be coming out later on for you to be able to pick up. The exact release date, I think, is March 21st or 27th, something
12th.
Like that.
March 12th.
I have my numbers reversed. 12th. Thank you for keeping me keeping me on the right track. But it's launching for $34.99. It comes out, it talks to you twice a day automatically, or you can push the button to hear like random lines get said by the talking flower. There's also a time telling mechanic that it can do, where it can tell you what the time is. I don't know how any of that's set or if it's going to connect to the internet, but like realistically, the fact that this can tell me the time and that it is the talking flower is way cooler to me than the Alarmo, and it's like a third of the price. But I don't know. Like, immediately, my son came in as soon as he saw it, and he goes, "I want this for my birthday." Lando rolled in, said he wants it for his birthday. So I was like, I looked it up. I looked at Courtney and I went, "It's $34.99." She goes, "It's only $34.99." We've all gotten the Nintendo problem where it's like only $34.99 in this world where they charge $100. It's not going to be
$100. Yeah.
So I don't know. Like, I'm excited for this. Are you excited for this? Is this like a must buy for you, or no? Like, you have zero interest in the talking flower.
Zero interest, but if they were to let the talking flower just talk to us, like if I was Lando's age when this thing came out, I would do the same thing. Be like, I need that in my home. I'd be like, tell myself that thing, I'm going to learn every language possible from this. I'm going to learn 11 languages from this, is what I would think when I was watching it.
Oh, man. It's launching at the official Nintendo stores and various other retailers as well. Don't have a list of official retailers that it's coming out at, but I would imagine you see Amazon, Target, kind of different places like that. I can't imagine it's going to be that exclusive. But I mean, it looks really cool. It looks super cute. Like, I'm okay with saying, yeah, we'll get you that for your birthday, just because I kind of want it, but like, I'm not gonna, we'll buy it. I'll try it out for a little while. I'll give it back to Lando, be like, happy birthday, dude. Enjoy. So that's where I'm at with it.
Give it a try. Try it out. Live a little.
Gonna give it a gander. Yeah. We move on from the talking flower to Splatoon 3 version 11.0.0, and man, there was like a lot of information dropped. This came out like last night, I think, was when this stuff was. This
morning is when I saw it.
Early this morning, yeah. When they originally started posting about this, but the 11.0.0 update is looking to be pretty significant in terms of what they're doing in it, and I'm gonna let Chris kind of talk a little bit about what's going on with it. You want to tell the people about the 11.0.0 update?
I'm ready for it. They want to give us some kind of like, almost like they're changing quite a bit, like some stuff that people kind of wanted since Splatoon 1. right? Where they got the health bars above the people that the other team. They kind of change the like the super jump.
Yeah, they changed the super jump for like people who have stealth armor
speed
on.
Depending on what you have. Yeah, like if you got the stealth jump gear like equipped, you're gonna go a little bit slower, but yeah. And then they got the aura farming that we're going to be doing in Splatoon, where as you're getting kills, you start to like kind of shine and glitter. You know, you look like one of the vampires from Twilight, and you start to move a little bit faster, you do a little bit more damage, and you just kind of glow, and like you kind of like go on a roll basically. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they're adding quite a bit more with like a bunch of like different weapon balance updates and things like that. But yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to it. I don't know about you.
There's a lot here that's just like really, really different. Like, I don't know. Okay, so they talk about you're entering flow state or something like that in this game to be able to, based on how many kills that you get in succession, you suddenly start dealing more damage, you move faster, your swim speed is faster, and also like when you get a kill, it spreads out like even more ink around your feet in flow state. And like part of me is like, I don't know how I feel about that, because like, first off, you've got a character already doing well and you're just giving them even more firepower to be able to do that. And there's no like beyond the sparkles on that character, as far as I could tell from the minimap stuff that they were showing, there's no indicator to tell you who on the other team has entered flow state. And it makes it a little more difficult to be like, okay, I'm okay with that, because you don't have like a target on your back. You know, not to bring in Fortnite into the conversation, but this season they've had an ability where you can pick up boss stats and you get more health and more overshield. But on the minimap, there is a marked location saying, hey, you're a boss on the map. So people target you. They'll come for you if you're the boss on the map. Whereas with flow state, there doesn't seem to be any kind of like real standard, like, hey, in Splatoon, you're getting marked while you're in flow state, and people aren't gonna come at you. Plus, the game's so fast paced, it's hard to tell who's who 90% of the time. Anyway, I'm just like, yeah, I killed that guy. I normally just go for the people based on weapon at that point. So I'm a little mixed on flow state. I'm excited for the changes to the stealth jump gear. There's also another update here where hitboxes are becoming smaller. So in version 10.1.0, which is the current version that we're on, hitboxes are a little bit large, but they're reducing hitbox size in version 11. And with that, though, they're making the ink that you're shooting out be a little bit larger. So you're hitting your targets a little more in that way. So it's kind of a give and a take, but they found that people's aim in this game has gotten pretty significantly good. And so they're trying to make it to where the people who have really good aim aren't hitting near as many of their shots, and the people who have really bad aim with the bigger bullets maybe have an easier time of spraying and praying. So I don't know. It's an exciting update. I always get excited for these updates. I'm just holding out at this point for either a Switch 2 edition of Splatoon 3 or Splatoon Raiders to finally hit.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I feel like this is just keep it in everyone's minds, everyone talking.
Mm-hmm.
And while we wait for it to inevitably come out,
really what I want is Splatoon 4 at this point. That's ultimately what I want. Splatoon 3's kind of been like, okay, I've kind of had enough. You know, like, I'm fine with Splatoon 3, but I want some more story content. I would like a new setting altogether. that's just kind of where I'm at. But do you think this update, it feels like an end of life update, or do you think Splatoon 3 still has any gas left in the tank?
Well, I feel like this will at least get people to like hop back in, but then I mean, without
though, feels like
the other stuff, yeah, without like any like big major updates, I feel like people will go in for one weekend. I say one weekend, everyone will be like, let's play it once, the new update, and then that'll be it until the new stuff drops.
Yep. What do you think this says about Nintendo's view on competitive multiplayer support? Because like this feels like the game that they've probably like done the most to continue supporting for its lifetime. Like all three of these games. And granted, we've had 3 from like the Wii U era all the way to now. That's almost more Marios than we've had. Like, it's kind of crazy how many Splatoons we've gotten. Do you think Nintendo sees this as like a portion of their IP that deserves the support because it's competitive multiplayer, or do you think it has anything else to do with anything else?
I feel like, but I think I saw somebody say, oh, one of the colors in one of the pictures or images that they showed, it has to do with one of the colors has to do with the Raiders.
Oh yeah.
Like the same color.
I saw that too. But that doesn't answer my question. Do you think this says anything about Nintendo's view on competitive multiplayer support? Or is it just they're trying to transition people into thinking about Raiders? Is that kind of where your mindset went?
Yeah, I think it is like they just want people playing the game, and I don't think they're that worried about the competitive nature of it as much as just getting people back in there to play it.
Right. Yeah, I'm kind of with you. Like I think, again, Nintendo has continued to support Splatoon, the entire franchise, pretty heavily. I mean, between multiple games, multiple game updates, multiple DLC tracks, additional free support for the people who didn't pay anything extra. The fact that the Octo expansion came as like a Nintendo Switch Online expansion, benefit, and really the only way to experience the main portion of the game. I'm sorry, storyline, but you're not the main portion of the game. The only way to experience that main portion of the game was to have Nintendo Switch Online. So you're kind of giving that away for free anyway, to an extent, right?
Yeah.
It was one of those things that I think Nintendo sees the popularity of this franchise, especially in Japan, and they're like diehards. And there are a lot of people who are Splatoon diehards too, that are like, I love this game. This is the only game I play. I play this daily. I think Nintendo sees that is important, but there is like that part of them that I think want to break into the competitive multiplayer scene. But Nintendo always wants to have control over that, right? Like Smash Bros. Doesn't go to Evo anymore. That is like a prime example of competitive game doesn't happen at competitive multiplayer spots that aren't Nintendo.
Right.
In Japan, like competitions on Nintendo games, you have to ask Nintendo's permission to be able to stream those games nowadays. Like in Japan. That's nuts to me.
Yeah.
It should be, hey, I've got this game. I have a computer. If I want to stream it, I can stream it. But no, you have to go ask Daddy John Nintendo first. And then you look at like their content and what they're pushing out, and like they had the North American League for Splatoon this last year, and it's been a big push on YouTube and on Twitch. They're going live like at least once a week, showing off like a competitive multiplayer game of Splatoon for everybody. So I think they see value in that, and they want to have control of that, and they want to be able to control the narrative and provide experiences like that. I think it's a little bit backwards the way that they're doing it, but hey, who am I to judge? Nintendo, I can't possibly judge him. So,
that's true.
I judge no man, but we do have a short ad break that we do need to do, and we're going to take a quick break to get some water, do some stretching, use your restrooms, and then when we get back, we still have another couple of things on the docket before we dive into the fast forward. So nobody go anywhere. We'll be right back with Tomodachi Life Direct on Thursday, plus our predictions. We'll see you in just a minute. Welcome back, everybody, from that ad break. Thanks for sticking with us while we got everybody a little bit of time to go use the restroom and such. But we're going to talk a little bit about the Tomodachi Life Direct on Thursday, our predictions for it, what we think we're going to end up seeing. Just to let you guys know, we are looking at the Tomodachi Life on Thursday morning. Nintendo sure does love their 9 a.m. 9 a.m. directs. But that being said, there were a lot of people that were expecting a Nintendo Direct. I feel like with all the news that's been released this past week and everything that we've known about, does this like kind of dash any hopes of us having like an actual like Nintendo Direct in the future, Chris? Or do you feel like this is just kind of like their three-prong approach where we get a movie direct, a game-specific direct, and then a standard Nintendo direct. Because I lean more toward the latter than I do the former.
Yeah, no, I think because this is like a Switch 1 game, they don't mind having it here as opposed to being like a Switch 2. If it was like only on Switch 2, I could see thinking that. But with this being a Switch 1 game, I think it'll be just fine being on there.
I'm kind of surprised at the length of this. It's longer than the Mario Kart World Direct by 5 minutes. It's a 20-minute direct to provide more info on the upcoming Nintendo Switch 1 video game, let alone Mario Kart World being the flagship Nintendo Switch 2 launch game, right? Like it's like, what in the world is Nintendo doing for this game? And maybe I'm just like not the target audience. I've never played a Tomodachi Life ever. Like, I've seen it played. There was one that was somewhat similar to this that came out, and I forget what it was that was on Switch that I ended up picking up. That was like the RPG experience. It wasn't Tomodachi Life. What was that game called? Do you remember that one? You know the one I'm talking about?
Miitopia?
Yes, Miitopia. I picked that game up. That was fine. It was funny. It was super hilarious, but like it just wasn't like my speed. And maybe I'm just, again, not the target audience here, but Tomodachi Life living the dream. I know there are a lot of people who are excited, and you can tell me in the comments how wrong I am. That's totally fine. But like, I don't know, dude. How are you feeling about Tomodachi Life living the dream getting its own 20-minute direct?
I love it. This is one of my favorite games on the 3DS. Love this game. And then also like just like the voice and being able to pick your weird wacky voice for your character, and then kind of just putting them in like a sandbox basically and being like, let's see what they do with each other. I like it, which is weird because I usually, anytime a game has me create something, I'm not a fan. I'm like, no, you create it and let me try it, you know?
This is your outsourcing your work. Why should I do it for you?
Right. It's like the self-checkout of video games.
Oh, but I love self-checkout. I don't have to talk to anybody and just go beep, 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 and then I get to leave. What drives me nuts is when they ask me to rate it 5 stars or more if I can. And it's like, I'm not giving you 5 stars. You did nothing. I shopped my order. I walked to the cash register. I rang out my order. I bagged my order, and I walked out with it after I paid you.
Right.
You did nothing.
You can get that scanner on the way in.
Yeah. That's a whole other experience. No, get out of here. I'm not giving you 5 stars. But you know, Tomodachi Life, living the dream. Like I think it's fine. I just I'm surprised that we're getting a 20-minute direct on it and not something else. I mean, we've had, you know, Donkey Kong Bonanza, Mario Kart World, Metroid Prime 4, Animal Crossing New Horizons Switch 2 edition. Like there have been a lot of things that have released. Kirby being the kind of like random one in there that did get its due with 2 gigantic Sakurai experiences of directs. But I'm just kind of surprised with Tomodachi Life getting its own Nintendo Direct. Maybe I'm just not plugged in enough to understand why. So I don't know. You know, what kind of predictions do you have for it? Like, what do you expect to see out of this direct? Like, I expect to see someone getting fed an entire head of lettuce. I expect to see a job system. I expect to see, you know, character creation a little more in depth. Probably a lot of costumes.
What about you? I hope the media creator is just like the detail that we get out of Miitopia. I hope there is a lot of amiibos that you can scan to get like outfits and things for your characters. So I hope there's that. We don't necessarily need a Tomodachi Life amiibo, but I'd take one.
Mouse mode support. I'm kidding. They're not doing that. It's not Switch 2 game.
The Switch 2 edition is another thing I want, and I'm sure it will be. That'll be one thing they highlight. Mouse controls for highlighting and moving your, you know, everything around.
Yeah. I could see that happening. I mean, they've not confirmed a Switch 2 edition, but the fact that they're putting the spotlight on this as much as they are feels like it will have a Switch to it. Nintendo isn't exactly known to just leave their older platforms behind and move on. I mean, we've gotten games as late as 2 years, 3 years, 4 years into post a new console coming out from Nintendo. But at the same time, like, I feel like they would not give it this level of spotlight if there wasn't a Switch 2 edition on the horizon.
Yeah.
Even if it's not launch day. But I fully expect it to be launch day.
I think it will be launch day too. Yeah, definitely. But it'll still cost at least $5.
Mm-hmm. Do we have a release date on Tomodachi Life? I don't think we have yet, have we?
Spring 2026.
Yep. So, I mean, that's definitely not going to be shadow dropped on on Thursday, but I mean, it still could be. They could surprise us and just say, "Hey, and by the way, it's finally out today. We said spring. We're moving that deadline up." I'm just not optimistic that that's going to happen.
It's out on Thursday.
Yeah, there we go. Next Thursday, a random Thursday in spring.
This Thursday.
It is interesting because, like, they have moved their game release days, like the day they release a game, up to Thursdays. It used to be Fridays. They're doing this on a Thursday. Conspiracy?
What the games are now on Thursdays.
Yes. That's what I'm saying. Normally they don't do their directs on Thursdays either. They normally do them on Wednesdays or Tuesdays.
Wednesday or
or Fridays occasionally. Very
Thursdays,
rarely a Thursday.
Yeah. They'll do them on a Thursday if
they're shadow dropping a game.
Feel like it.
There's no rhyme or reason. I'm just out here trying to spark a controversy. Maybe we could be the first to break the news that it's that it's releasing Thursday. Honestly, what would disappoint you if it wasn't present in this direct, though? Is there anything in particular?
I just hope there's like something in here that gets somebody that wouldn't normally be interested in this game to be like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna check it out.
We have Mario levels. That's all I'm asking. No, I'm kidding. I don't know. I think the thing that will probably disappoint me if they don't do it is if they don't have a Switch 2 upgrade. Like, I'm still furious that Xenoblade Chronicles X HD remaster, definitive edition, whatever they called it, has not gotten the Switch 2 edition treatment because that game came out so close. I mean, we've got Donkey Kong Country HD Returns got the Switch 2 edition free upgrade at this recently, and it's just kind of frustrating that Xenoblade hasn't gotten that, and that one came out a lot closer to the Switch 2's launch. So I hope that this game gets that treatment, that proper treatment. So, but are we going to be live for that, Chris? Are we going to be live on Thursday at 9 a.m.?
Thursday at 9 a.m.
Are we going to be live for that 20 minutes of Tomodachi Life?
Do you want to be?
We can probably go ahead and say we will be. So come and hang out with us on Thursday 9 a.m. to watch us watch that. So then everybody can react to it in real time. The next thing that we have on the docket here, Chris, do you want to tell the people about Virtual Boy on Nintendo Switch Online? What all's coming?
There's a lot coming, actually. With the Virtual Boy, they finally give us a date. When was it? February
17th?
17th?
Yeah, 17th. Confirmed.
Yeah, February 17th. I don't know about you, but I'm excited about it. Are you super excited for what they have? Because I'll tell you what, they got 2 unreleased games, which is very exciting. Mm-hmm. Like one of the games even had like a box art. That's like how far along it got. And they just never released it. But they have multiple games coming out, and they're going. What?
Day and date, multiple games are coming out. Like, we're getting 4 titles on day 1.
Yeah, we're getting. Golly,
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm trying to find the. I couldn't pull up the thing that had all the games that are there. Okay, we got Galactic Pinball, 3D Tetris, Teleroboxer, Virtual Boy, Wario Land, The Mansion of Innsmouth.
Yeah, there you go. You can do it.
Yeah, we got there. Golf, Red Alarm, and then coming later is going to be
Oh yeah,
Wario
it's more than
Flash.
4 games, isn't it? It's more than 4 games. It was like 6 games day one. So like,
yeah, we can do math. Yeah,
I can't. Listen, you may not be able to pronounce the titles. I can't tell you how many numbers there are. So it's fine.
Bourbon. Shout out to Bourbon.
I'll pronounce the words. You tell us the numbers. But no, like the rewind feature is coming as well, which you kind of expect. And then later on, they mentioned that they're going to be releasing like alternate colorways, so you don't have to be stuck with this red. You just pull out the lenses, and you can do alternate colorways on the plastic Virtual Boy accessory that they're selling for $100.
How do you feel about like them having like basically Game Boy colors?
I am stoked for that. Like, honestly, like that's one of the reasons why for the longest time I hadn't really like spent a whole lot of time trying to even attempt to stream it, is because like it looks best in red, right? Like it looks best in red because that was the original presentation. But at the same time, it's like most people, I mean, we're already getting it right here in the live chat. Saki's eyes are already bleeding in memory. So like people don't like the red, but I like it, and that's how I think it should be. But at the same time, like I understand why people don't love it. I love the releases that they have on the lineup. The fact that we're getting Wario Land, Virtual Boy, the fact that we are getting Teleroboxer, both those games made our top 101 games list of all time for Nintendo. I am excited, beyond excited for D-Hopper. This game that was being shown on the screen right there looks so cool. It looks so freaking cool, man.
Right, yeah. I think the original name was like Dragon Hopper. And but both, what is it? Mario, or both Zero Racer and D-Hopper are both coming later this year. So they'll be there later this year. But yeah, it's very exciting. February 17th. Are you looking forward to it?
I am, dude.
You already got one, right? You pre-ordered one?
I did. I pre-ordered it back like close to my birthday. I got some extra birthday cash flow to go, so I was like, I'm just gonna go ahead and order this. I wanted it. I love the Virtual Boy. I have a real one. I don't have all of these games because they're very expensive. I don't have a flash cart for my Virtual Boy because that's very expensive. So I'm just so stoked to get a lot of these, and there are some like Japan ones that are coming in here that like we did not get in America that I'm super stoked for. It looks awesome. It looks like it's presented well. I have a lot of hype for the Virtual Boy, and I think other people should also have a lot of hype for the Virtual Boy. But man, February 17th. I'm keeping my fingers crossed. I'm waiting on shipping confirmation because I mean we're like what, 3 weeks out from that? Yeah. Like 3 weeks out, 4 weeks out from that happening. So I've got 4 weeks, and I'm hoping that my Virtual Boy ships. So a little bit sooner rather than later. You can expect a full review of that accessory on our channel for sure. So I'm excited. And then we go into another Nintendo Switch Online piece. This one comes from Walmart, but our friends over at Nintendo Life kind of collated a lot of the information here for us. And it's that Nintendo Switch Online GameCube releases may have been leaked, and this was via a Walmart posting. They had posted an image that was promoting the Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack, and for some reason I cannot zoom in on this. Let me see if I can just open the image in a new tab, and then we'll page down and then zoom in a little bit. It's going to be super pixelated, but I mean, we got it up here in this corner. You can see Metro Prime 2 Echoes being teased from Walmart, that it is on Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack. And then down in this bottom left hand corner, You get a little teaser image of Pikmin 2 being posted on this like massive promo for the Switch Online Plus expansion pack. And if anything, Chris, you were telling me before we went live, Nate the Hate had Metroid Prime 2 Echoes in his predictions, I believe is what you said.
And Pikmin 2. Both.
And Pikmin 2.
He said they were both coming to NSO Plus expansion this year. And then all of a sudden they were there. And he also predicted a Nintendo Direct next Thursday. So if that does happen, we get a Nintendo Direct next Thursday. I believe it will probably heavily focus on Switch 2. And so that could be why we don't have Tamagotchi Life there.
Tomodachi Life.
Yeah, what did I say? Tamagotchi Life?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe we will have the new Tamagotchi game there. But yeah,
I'm a bigger fan of Gigapets, but hey.
Each their own.
I don't know. I'm excited that Metroid Prime 2 Echoes is on its way in some playable form on the Switch, but like ultimately, I really want that game reworked in the same way that Metroid Prime Remastered was, where they got rid of the tank controls and let us have dual stick controls, because that game is a chore to play on modern consoles nowadays. It just does not feel quite as good as the remastered version of the original Metroid Prime. And I attempted to stream it, and I was like, I can't play it like this. I played Metroid Prime Remastered with 2 sticks. I can't go back. It ruined the experience for me. So I'm hoping that maybe, Nintendo does some magic and actually releases a remaster. But do you think that kind of like, I mean, granted, we've got Pikmin 2 that's been ported to the console via the Pikmin 1 and 2 like launch that they did right before 4 came out. Do you think there's hope that we'll see Metroid Prime 2 Echoes or no getting the remastered treatment? I think this dashes it, in my opinion.
Well, I'd like to think we could still get both. I mean, with them releasing Pikmin 1+2, on there. Yeah, I don't know. I'm hoping this doesn't mean we won't get it, especially because he also had said, that we would get the what is it, Wind Waker HD. So if we do get, if it's an HD version of Prime and 2 and 3, maybe we will end up getting that.
Right.
We can only hope.
Yep. Fingers crossed. We'll wait and see. But that kind of wraps up the main topic tonight. Like all the big news that we definitely needed to talk about, except for that talking flower. I realize in retrospect that was not that big of a news title to throw into the main topic, but still excited for it. Okay, don't judge me. But we're gonna throw it over to the fast forward, all the games that you should care about that are coming out this week, hosted by Chris Becker. Take it away in just a moment, my good sir. You're good to go.
Okay, thank you. Well, that's great, because we got Card Quest, by golly. Now Card Quest is out on the 29th of January. I mean, I kind of really like the way there kind of looks like, how would you describe, almost like some of the art almost looks like quilts, like they're ripped right off of a quilt.
It's very fabric-y, very, very chalk art-y at the same time too. Like this feels like something my kids could have drawn on the sidewalk.
Yeah,
like
definitely.
I like its aesthetic a lot. Like it's pretty cool looking. Right.
Yeah, and that is coming out on the 29th for $9.99. It is definitely it says in the description, a cozy gothic art style. It is it's like a tactical dungeon crawling.
Embroidered. That's another good take, Saki says in the live chat down there.
Yes. It looks good. I like it, and hopefully it's good. Hopefully someone gets it and then they can tell us about it. then we've got the Nickelodeon Splat Pack, which is coming out on January 30th for $14.99. This is Real Monsters, Rocco's Modern Life, and of course Guts. We got them like the 16-bit versions. I don't know for sure if we are getting. I can't remember. I don't know. I think Real Monsters might have got a Game Gear version. I can't remember, but I definitely want to play all of them. Did you play these games before?
No, I totally missed these growing up, and I loved Real Monsters. Real Monsters really captured my kid heart. But all the classic Supo stuff that it came out back then. I mean, Rugrats, Rocket Power, Real Monsters, Cat Dog, like those were kind of like my jam. I didn't get into Rocco's Modern Life all that much. It was a little bit more on the. You know the term that they use for like when they zoom in on SpongeBob's face in SpongeBob SquarePants episodes, they call those gross ups, and it's kind of like that Ren and Stimpy style too. Like Ren and Stimpy, Rocco's Modern Life, both those shows kind of like were in that like grosser kind of like not really my jam as I was growing up. But I loved All Real Monsters. I can't believe I didn't play any of these games though. Like I wasn't aware of their existence back then. Like I guess I was just too deeply steeped in Nintendo and Mario.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for the Beavis and Butthead Bunghole collection, and it's just all of the Beavis and Butthead games.
Oh my gosh!
One day, but yeah, it's only $14.99, which is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. They did have a physical edition up on Limited Run that was like, if you wanted to get the collector's edition, that came with a replica of the Crag and the Aggro Crag and all kinds of other collector stuff. It was like $140 or something like that. But the actual, like, just the game on its own, published and developed, you know, this remake by Limited Run Games, only $14.99.
And somehow 1.5 gigs. I don't know how that works, but okay. And then we got Switch 2. We got some Switch 2 games. We got Grid Legends Deluxe Edition, which is basically just Grid Legends with all of the DLC. That's 26.4 gigs, and it is $39.99. Have you ever played any of the Grid games or had any interest in playing them?
I'm not like the biggest fan of like simulcade racers. You know what I mean? Like I like arcade racers. I'm not a big fan of like Forza Motorsports. Didn't like Forza Motorsports, but I loved Forza Horizon because it took more of like that arcadey aspect of it. This one feels like it kind of tries to do a little bit of a mix of that. And I'm more interested in this. Honestly, like these screenshots, if they're from the Switch 2 edition of these games, look stellar. Like it looks really good on here.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, they should just bring out one of the Forza Horizon games on here. But yeah, January 29th, $39.99. Give it a go on the Nintendo Switch 2. Then we have a game that we talked about during the pre-show, Dispatch, coming out January 28th, actually, tomorrow. Oh gosh, I forgot you had to put your dang.
Yeah, I got it. Everybody wish me birthday. Happy birthday when it rolls around.
Yeah, happy birthday, sir. The sale ends when it comes out. It'll be out, it says in 12 hours, about 12 hours. So this is going to go live around noon. But yeah, Dispatch is this on Switch and Switch 2, $29.99, coming out tomorrow, but it is $26.99 if you get it in the next 12 hours. Dispatch, when it first came out, there was like 2 episodes out a week. This gives you all of them. So you get them all at once. All 8 episodes, and the Switch 2 upgrade is free. So that's exciting. Mm-hmm. We have that. But yeah, in terms of like any sort of free updates, no, nothing. Classics, no Nintendo Classics this week. Maybe they're saving that for next week if there is a direct.
Heck yes. Heck yes. It'll be good. It'll be good. Keeping my fingers crossed. We see a little bit more of something this upcoming week. So
We can only hope.
good fast forward week. Like I'm excited for pretty much all of those games. They all look freaking good. But you know what else looks good? Games that came out this week as well, but in Nintendo history. What a segue!
What a segue!
We're into the game show segment of the show where Chris has exactly 1 minute to guess a game that is showing on the screen in an extremely pixelated fashion. The faster he guesses that game, the more points he gets, and the more points he gets, nothing happens because we don't. The points don't matter.
Well, yeah, you keep track, but
I do.
You don't
every now
ever
and again.
tell anyone.
I'm not gonna give away the kitty. Come on now. We're gonna throw it over to Pixmin right now. Chris, are you ready, my good sir?
I'm ready. I'm about as ready as they get.
Let's do this in 3, a 2, a 1. Let's go.
I'm gonna say, is this? What the heck is it? There's a lot of color. There's a lot of darkness. Is this Mario and Luigi? No. It is not Mario and Luigi. Is it Dr. Mario? No. Is it F-Zero? No. Is it Quicks? No. Is it F-Zero?
Nope.
No. Is it Star Fox? No. No. Missile? Is this a DS game?
This is a DS game.
Okay. Is it Space Invaders?
It's not Space
DX?
Invaders.
No. Is it Arkanoid? No. Is it? I'm not sure. What is it?
And that is time. This is Flametail, a DSiWare video game that was released in 2010 by Nintendo and Mindware Corporation. It was a successor to the Square game from the WiiWare title Maboshi's Arcade, also by Mindware. Flametail has the player controlling a line of squares that obliterate blocks that litter space. Enhancements had been made to the game, such as being able to shoot missiles. The game, which cost 500 Nintendo points, was released in 2010. Should be noted that Maboshi's arcade variant of this game was already playable on DS through DS Download Play. However, this version, in many ways, was vastly improved. Again, coming out January 27th, 2010 in Japan land. Unfortunately, I can't find any critical reviews of that game to let you know exactly how it was received. There was a Nintendo Life review of it that gave it a 7.3 out of 10 for Flametail. So yeah, I'm pulling out all the stops today. I apologize for the DSiWare title getting thrown on your screen. My bad, dude. Had you played Flametail? Was that one? Because I know you liked the DSiWare stuff, but I don't know if you played all of it.
This one doesn't look familiar. No.
All right. Well, that'll take us out to the extra Nintendo news, all the stuff that you should care about that we didn't cover in the main topic. On My Nintendo's front, if you want to dress your real-life home villager, aka your pet, in a pet bandana, now's the time, because there's a beautiful Animal Crossing New Horizons printed bandana up for order for 500 platinum points. A reminder, though, that if you want to enter the My Nintendo Lego Animal Crossing Creative New Year sweepstakes, it is available. 10 platinum points per entry, max 5 entries. If selected, you win the Creative House's Seasons of Fun, Blather's Museum, and Goldie's Cozy House Lego sets. For NSO icons, we finally got Pokemon Legends Z to A icons. They'll rotate weekly until February 22nd. We're on week 2 of the 5 weeks of Mario Kart World icons. New and returning ones can be seen during this time, and you can snag them. Wave 2 is now available. They rotate on Sundays. Final reminder for the Animal Crossing icons featuring Tom Nook, Cap'n, Leilani, Grams, and Layla, available until February 2nd. And then we are in the final week of the monthly plan redeem icons being Fire Emblem, the Sacred Stones, and the Game & Watch Gallery 3 sets. So if you want those, play corresponding games on Nintendo Switch Online to claim them anytime during January. On Nintendo Music, WarioWare Inc.'s soundtrack finally got added. 2.25 hours of Mega Micro songs. 90 of those songs that are on that list are the same 5-second song with different titles. It's crazy, but it's complete and it's comprehensive. No official sales and deals going on currently, but some titles like Cook Serve Delicious 2, Owlboy, and Going Under are 75% off or more. Go and check that deals section of the Nintendo Switch eShop. And then for other news highlights, LEGO teased a new addition to the adult collector Mario Kart lineup with a huge Luigi racing right alongside Mario. We don't have like a good image of it, but it's out there. World-class Pokemon attraction is coming to Universal Studios, first in Japan and then in the States. So be prepared to go and see Pokemon in real life. This will be very different from the Kanto Pokemon Park that they're doing. That's like just a park with Pokemon stuff in it. A Switch 2 edition of Warframe is slated to launch in Q1 of this year. Shout out to Netist. And then finally, Hideki Kono, producer for titles like Mario Kart 8, the mobile division of games like Super Mario Run and Fire Emblem Heroes, and of course his work on the Metroid Prime series, has retired. We are finally seeing a lot of the old guard of Nintendo that have kind of kept that core design philosophy at its heart starting to step out of their roles at Nintendo. Sad times, but glad to see them move into a more relaxing spot. Who knows what that actually entails for a Japanese businessman? You never know. Chris, where can they find you, my good sir?
I'm glad you asked. You can find me on my link tree and then just kind of go from there. What about you? Where the heck are we finding you? I mean, because that's not Nerdwire Plays, that's for sure. Where are we finding you?
You can find me over at twitch.tv/nerdxd, or just go to my website, nerdxd.com, for links to all of my social media garbage. And if you want to check out all the socials for our channel, you can do so by going to nintendorewind.com. Remember, you can catch all of our past episodes in video form at youtube.com/@the-Nintendo-Rewind. Consider supporting the show while you're there. Maybe sign up for a membership. Thank you so much for watching. Catch us live weekly, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Tuesdays on both Twitch and YouTube. We love your faces. We'll catch you guys on the flip side. Remember, be kind and please rewind. Bye-bye.
Toodaloo.